What new mechanical forest harvesting techniques are being used in Scandinavia, you ask? Well, stick right with us, and for the next 15 minutes, myself, Aaron Johnson, my right-hand man, Brad Deich, and my other right-hand man, Neil Bhatia, are going to tell you about it. Well, good morning and welcome to our presentation on the new and developing methods of forest harvesting in Scandinavia. The main point of this video is to explain the new systems and mechanical methods used, but we will also be touching on the soil types and the forest types that are found in Scandinavia. This will help better understand the reason why these methods are being developed. The actual methods will mainly be covered by Brad. I will be covering the soil conditions and Neil will be covering the forest types. Neil will tell you more about the forest types now.
The landscape of Scandinavia is dominated by boreal forest. Boreal forest, or taiga, is the world's largest terrestrial biome. In this region, the forest spreads from the southern edges to the tree line. Vast expanses of Norway, Sweden, and Finland are covered by this forest. Key characteristics are determined by its northern latitude and generally poor soil conditions. Trees found here include spruce, pine, and fir. These trees are limited in size by lack of sunlight and poor soil conditions. Scandinavian harvesting methods have developed uniquely to allow for the processing of these trees, which are generally tall and small in diameter. Now Aaron will discuss how Scandinavian harvesting methods have changed to deal with these soil conditions.
Thank you, Neil. Well, in this area of the world, there happens to be a soft soil environment. This means that heavy equipment that is used in normal harvesting techniques, that's used to go in and out of the forest while cutting down the trees, to collecting the trees and shipping them out, is very destructive to this type of soil condition. It also is very hard to keep the soil from eroding when it's this easily compacted of a soil. So the Scandinavians has put much effort into developing new machines and new ways that will prevent this soil compaction. Another problem they have in Scandinavia is that per tree there is not much board feet coming from it. So they had to develop a way to use more of the tree so that these small diameters would not hinder them from normal production. So what they do over there is whole tree harvesting. Whole tree harvesting is the taking of the whole tree from the root system up. And while doing this, it is normally a destructive method. But because the Scandinavians have somewhat perfected this, it is become more environmentally friendly. If they aren't going to use the product that they take out, they end up chipping it up and putting it back into the environment and leaving it in the woods that they took it from. This way, the nutrients that was taken from the trees that they cut down is now put back into the soil conditions and helps to better improve the nutrients in the soil. Brad will now talk about his mechanical methods.
The John Deere walking harvester was developed in the country of Finland during the 1990s. Here's a clip on this video.
Today, after a decade of research and development, thousands of hours of prototype operations, and several design patents, Timberjack has brought this technology one step further with a purpose-built prototype for heavy equipment applications. There are many benefits to walking technology. A walking machine has the ability to move in all directions and to turn on the spot, forwards and backwards, sideways and diagonally. This versatility allows it to move into very confined spaces. The walking machine adapts automatically to the terrain to keep the carrier level on uneven ground. Responding to sensor input, the machine distributes its weight evenly over the ground and finds a base of support for each of the 6 legs, resulting in incredible stability and optimal weight distribution. Depending on the irregularity of the ground, operators can adjust both the ground clearance of the machine and the height of each step. It has exact positioning and spot contact with the ground. It steps only where desired. And it has the ability to step over obstacles. Other types of wheel or track machines can boast some of these abilities, but cannot perform in the challenging terrain that the walking machine can.
It is used in various cut-to-length applications and is primarily used to distribute its weight evenly across the ground in sensitive soil environments. This reduces the amount of soil compaction and erosion on certain sites. The John Deere walking harvester is capable of using a processing head that does one of four functions. It fells, bucks, delimbs, and tops all in the woods. So in doing these processes, it is able to do them in the woods instead of on the log deck, thereby leaving the unused material in the woods to put the nutrients back into the soil for further growth of the forest. It is available in certain applications on tracked and wheeled vehicles as well, and is being used with other systems with great success. The machine that is used to haul logs in a cut-to-length harvesting system is called a forwarder. It is primarily used to distribute weight evenly when harvesting, when hauling wood to and from the woods to the log deck. It basically carries the wood on the back of its wood rack, which is situated in the rear of the machine, and it does this so it will reduce the amount of weight that is distributed on the soil as it moves through the woods. This results in less soil compaction and less soil erosion. The forwarder is equipped with chains in the rear to help distribute that weight evenly. The other machine that works in tandem with a forwarder is called a harvester. It cuts, bucks, delimbs, and tops the tree stems to the correct specs required by the mill. It basically serves as a function of processing the trees in the woods and then before they are hauled to the log deck. It saves time on the log deck with the processing, so this eliminates slash buildup on the log deck as well. The harvester also is equipped with a cab and a chassis that consists of 4 to 6 rubber tires, and these can also be fitted with chains to reduce soil compaction and disturbance. The harvesters in Scandinavia are more suited to smaller diameter timber such as spruce, fir, and pine stands versus a much larger forwarder such as a Timberco forwarder that is used here in the United States to haul larger diameter timber. So here's a video of a harvester and a forwarder in action.
Mikael, frimodig
In servicing these machines, any human contact with the forest is demonstrated when they must be serviced. You will only see these guys get out of the cab when the machine breaks down or needs to be serviced or runs out of fuel, which if it does, they're in deep trouble. A good logger needs an equipment dealer that is close by that can provide them with parts and services to help them carry on the life of their machines long into what I call long-lived usage rotation. In doing so, the equipment dealer needs to be located really close nearby, and also the equipment dealer must be able to have the parts for their make and model of machine, whether it be John Deere, Cat, Tiger Cat, or even Barco and or Apprentice. Those are a few just to name. Now here is Neil with the conclusions, and I would like y'all to give him your full attention, please.
Scandinavian harvesting methods have been developed uniquely to fit the needs of the region. The harvester-forwarder method is especially beneficial in the way it lifts trees off the ground to prevent damaging the soil. The techniques have been developed here to protect the weak soils and adapted for small diameter trees. Whole tree harvesting has been implemented here without removing any soil from the forest floor. In addition, the John Deere walking harvester allows for the felling of trees in areas that might otherwise be difficult or impossible to reach, and it minimalizes soil compaction. Scandinavia has a reputation for sustainability, and the techniques used here are well suited for the region's environment. Based on our research, we would recommend the use of Scandinavian methods in other regions of the world that may have similar problems. Thank you. Thanks for watching.